everyone, Nicole Moss, co-founder of Moss Consulting. I'm here with Nicole Lelli today, who is another fellow entrepreneur in Easton Park, to talk about her background and her business. So Nicole, you have quite the diverse background and have done many, many things. Do you want to just start by introducing yourself and talking about what you've done, and then maybe introduce your business to us?
I would love that. I'm Nicole Lelli. I am the owner of Beck & Bridal. It's a wedding concierge service. I started out in hospitality at the age of 14, working in water and ice, and then just slowly worked my way through events and food and beverage management, kind of climbing the ladder through hotels and private country clubs. And I just kept getting all of these this feedback from all of my friends about, oh, I wish I would have had this, or I wish I had had more help, or I wish I would have thought about this or hired this person. And so Beck & Bridal Wedding Concierge Services came into play in January. So you just think of me as a personal assistant for the day of your wedding and leading up to it.
Awesome. Weddings are so stressful, and I think that most brides think that they can do it all and probably want to do it all, and then you're in it and you can't. So talk about what brought you from the personal assisting that you were just super successful at, to saying, hey, I can turn this into a business about weddings and bridal showers, parties.
Yeah, so like I said, we had so many friends that got married over the last couple of years, and a lot of the feedback that I got was from grooms like, oh, I had to help my bride the whole day and help the family and the girls, or someone needed their dress steamed and they're like, oh, one of my bridesmaids had to do it and her hair got messed up. And I had all these errands and projects leading up to my wedding that was just so stressful. So I was like, you know what, I have 10 plus years in wedding experience, event planning, food and beverage. I have my PMP certification. I did private country clubs and planning and events for so many years. I have my bachelor's in hospitality and tourism, and I also have a culinary degree. So going back into the industry was so easy, and being able to bring that knowledge and understanding how events work and behind the scenes, I was like, this is a no-brainer. Plus, with already being an assistant, I mean, being able to think ahead and strategize and what's going to be coming up and what to expect that people don't know because they aren't experienced. Right. And then you delegate to your family and friends, but they want to enjoy the day too, and you want to enjoy the day with them. So I thought, why not create this personal assistant business that's focusing on the bride and groom the day of.
I love that. What do you think right now? I'm sure it's a busy time after COVID. Maybe they got married during COVID and now they want to have a wedding. Are you seeing a lot of that at this point?
Oh yeah, I mean, it almost was still going during COVID. I mean, people were still planning. They were still trying to figure out how they can have these events with extra precautions. And now that everything's lifted, it's go time. Every girl has their dream. They've been dreaming about their wedding since they were young, and now they met their Prince Charming, and they want to have that experience. So I just want to make sure that it goes off without a hitch for them.
That's awesome. Who would be your target bride or client? Are you like the bride's assistant, or do you do kind of the couple together?
I mean, let's be honest. I'm the bride's assistant,
right?
But I do assist the men. The men just don't. They start later in the day. They're not starting at 8 a.m. getting their hair and makeup done. They're rolling in at noon.
Right.
But men don't know how to steam. So that's where I'm very good at assisting. Also, little things that the grooms don't think about, right? I got to feed my groomsmen. How are we transporting everything over from the Airbnb or the hotel or their homes, which is something that I can do. So, but the bride, she needs it. And it's a lot of things that she doesn't think of, whether it's pouring mimosas or keeping the suite clean for the photos. You don't want trash and clothes and things all over the place. So those are things that I'm behind the scenes taking care of. I'm touching up the dresses. I'm transporting everything when it's time. I'm picking up the platters that they need to snack on while they're getting ready. So nobody has to lift a finger but me. And if I do need to run an errand, I always have a second assistant with me. Someone is always there. And then based on the size of the wedding, I will bring additional help.
Nice. Awesome. Who would be your target bride?
Every bride.
Every bride.
Every bride. I think people, I don't think everybody, they don't understand that, oh, it's just a small wedding, but you know, leading up to it, those small weddings are usually the DIY brides. So then they have a million projects that they have to do leading up. And so they're stressing out, how am I going to get this finished? I have to work, I have to do this and that. I have kids, I have a home, whatever it is. I have people flying into town. I mean, I have a lot of upgrades. So whether that's picking people up from the airport or adding additional weeks leading up. I start with 2 weeks prior. I start helping with errands or DIY projects, but you can add on weeks to that. So I have a lot of different options to accommodate, but every bride is my target. Or that, you know, the mother of the bride that just doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah, that's amazing.